Hello everyone, we're Planet Blockchain. We're here in Lviv, in a very beautiful old European city, although a bit rainy right now. Planet Blockchain was kindly invited by ELEKS, a big IT group in the Ukraine, to attend their corporate day, which was followed by a very big and very loud corporate party, a very merry one, with about 900 people attending, we were told. We're interviewing here Viktor Pryshlyak. He's the account manager at ELEKS. And thank you very much, Viktor, for the opportunity to invite us to see you and to get to know a little bit more about ELEKS. So my first question is a little bit unusual, probably a very broad question. Why Ukraine? Why the Ukraine has shaped up as a really big IT hub?
That's a good question. So I think that the roots are coming from the old Soviet times. Ukraine was always the brain center of the Soviet Union. So we have, I think, only in this city we have 16 technical universities. Nationwide, I think we have around 80 universities, and some of them are in the top 100 best in the world. So we always had the background and we had the technical capabilities, and Ukraine was known as a country that we as a brain center, we were able to accomplish very complicated stuff, even in the Soviet times. As of now, we have around 80,000 graduates per year graduating Lviv universities alone. And only in this city, which is number 5 on the size, we have around 300 IT companies, which each of them has their own special reasons why they are better than the others. So, as I said, the background and education, we have a very high percentage of people with PhD degrees or master's degrees and bachelor's.
Oh, very interesting, thank you. And tell us a little bit more about ELEKS, a little bit about its history. We know it's a family business, so when it was established,
Sure.
How fast you've grown.
Yeah, I can talk about ELEKS for hours. I really enjoy places where I work, so I'm with the company for 3 years now. By the way, I was recently promoted to the head of business development. It was like months ago. And I'm still an account manager for the critical accounts and for the Middle East in particular. So company, what people really like about it is that we're family owned. We're one of the largest in the country. I think we're number 5 in the list. We have 1,300 employees. We're 26 years old, so we're as old as Ukraine as a country. Since Ukraine gained independence, ELEKS was established. So we started as a product company. We currently have and own 3 products that we build. But at some point in the late 90s, it wasn't a bad thing to build products in post-Soviet countries. There was no market for it. But then we started building products for the Western companies. Most of our revenue, most of our customers would be Fortune 500 companies, and ELEKS had always the reputation of a company of nerds. So we have the innovations in our DNA, and if you would put 10 projects on the table and let us just choose the one, we wouldn't even be probably choosing the most profitable one. We would just choose the one that will require deep mathematical and analytical skills. Because the company has been founded by father and son. I think the father is still working as the developer in the company in 75 or 76. The son is in the government, but we always had this special culture in the company that we value resources. We wouldn't even call them resources, we call them talents. There's some other companies out there where they would recruit you developers, and then if the project is over, they would just let them go. ELEKS is a little bit different, so we have internal programs where people can take part in different projects. If the project becomes boring, you can shift them around. So we value people that work for us. And as I said, we work on the key, not the functionality, but the key features of the company is that we're able to work in a very strong R&D, so we sell R&D as a service. We back up customers with the data science. We have probably the largest data science team in Ukraine, and we have one of the largest in Eastern Europe. We have 35 active data scientists who work in different projects, either in the Fortune projects, startups, doesn't matter. And so what I mentioned, what ELEKS is special about is that we're trying to pick the projects that's going to last long, that's going to have future, we don't like just big revenue projects. So we create and we are investing in lifetime relationships. So the oldest customer of ours is going to be company Eagle Investment Systems out of Boston. They have 158 people working on their projects, and they've been with us since 1999. So it's the oldest account we have. But average life cycle of whoever is working with the company is going to be from 5 to 8 years.
And you've grown very rapidly, you said, and you mentioned something like 30% per year.
Yeah, we were able, we started doing big outsourcing in late 90s, as I said. So when Eagle got to us, that was our first big account. And in the last 3 to 4 years, we're having around 30% growth, and 30 plus, so we wanted to achieve 40% this year. We'll see how it's going to go.
Okay, so what are some of the interesting projects that you're working for?
My favorite one would be, due to the very strict NDA, we cannot disclose the name of our customers, but I will just name you 3 of them. The first one, Sony Pictures owns this technology right now, but basically if you guys saw Spider-Man movie, for example, or James Bond, so we were able, or Cirque du Soleil, for example, Madonna concerts, we created the software that is able to control light, music, sound, without having human factors. So we can adjust this whole thing. So you have a stage control. The action camera, when, for example, James Bond movie was taken, there's an action scene where they're fighting or they're shooting, we're able to create the software that even under very harsh conditions, the camera will keep stable. So it's one of the most complicated projects we ever done. It's, as I said, it's owned by a very big company out of California. The second one is in the insurance and reinsurance business. Again, this is probably the largest insurance company in the United States. We'll work with them for 11 years now, but we do different projects every year. The most interesting one was in 2015. So we built a project which was able to predict how the insurance cost is going to change, depends on the weather conditions or the tsunami or some kind of disasters. This project has been recognized as the best project of the industry in 2015. What else? Startups. I mean, I really like startups. Most of my projects would be that profile. There are a couple of blockchain startups that we work with. We'll probably touch a little bit later on, but one of the most interesting one is actually from Dubai. It's the video recognition of the clothing during the catwalk in the fashion industry. So when the model is going through the stage, you can basically click on her on your iPad and order anything you like on her clothing. It's in real time. Even Amazon has done it before.
Right. So, and what's your competitive edge? Why do companies like, for example, Amex from the UAE and Lufthansa choose to work with you?